Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. Today we're going to take a look at the Easine W100. This is by iLife, the iLife Easine W100. This is a cordless wet-dry vacuum cleaner. We're going to take it out of the box, take a look at it, try it out, see how it performs, and here we go. All right, so I actually already put this vacuum cleaner together. Now, if you want to see me actually put it together and how easy it is to put together, you can actually see it when I filmed I believe it was my first weekly haul video for December. So the first weekly haul video for December 2021. And it's around 49 minutes and 10 seconds or something like that in the video where I start to work with this thing. But it was so quick and easy that I actually put it together during my haul video. So anyways, let's go ahead and get everything out here. So we're going to have this base right here that we are going to have to dock this, or a dock, I guess you can say, as a base. It's going to have some electronic things some little prongs you can use that it's going to connect and charge with it. There's going to be some attachments here so that you can put your accessories there, and then just sort of the base where it's going to stay. So, all right, let's get the actual vacuum cleaner up out of here, and there it is right there. And let's see, there's a couple of other things in here. Let me make sure that stays upright, and there we go. Yeah, all right. Let me see, there's a couple of other things in here, if I can get them all out so I can show you. And let me make sure, I think I have everything. I might be missing a thing or two. No, I think that's everything that should be in here. All right, let me just double check. Oh, you know what? There's some documentation. There's that. Let me see what this is. All right, yeah, so this is a warranty. You get a warranty. You wouldn't expect. Of course you would. Everything's warranted nowadays. All right. We have this brush here, which I believe is going to be used so that you can clean off the brushes or something. I'm not exactly sure, but you get sort of like a bottle nose brush here, so like a bottle brush, and then this is more like a finer brush there that you can use to to go ahead and use for, I don't know, whatever purpose. You need to clean stuff, you need to clean it. So yeah, here is also the user manual here. So it's going to tell you how to use this thing properly. There's going to be some safety warnings in here as well. And yeah, it looks like I have everything that comes with it. You are getting a power cable as well, so you can actually charge this thing up and use it. Now, it does say that there's supposed to be a bottle of ground cleaning solution in here, but I didn't get any ground cleaning solution with mine. So maybe they couldn't do that because of shipping the the thing through the mail or something. I'm not sure. So all right, let's go ahead and check this out. So it's already all put together. I'll plug it in a bit, but here we can see that we get the handle here. That's nice here. You can do this. Let's see right here. You can push this button right there, and I think this is, let's see. There we go. This is going to release this little reservoir right here. This is where you could fill this up with water, and then you can actually use this if you want to do some wet dry stuff. So if you're trying to say mop your floors or something like that, you can fill this up and then use that right there. So, and then it snaps. Let me see if I can get that back in there right properly. So it snaps right into place there. There you go. And then we do have, let's see, trying to see what else is on. I mean, you get a nice little handle here so you can take this thing, you can hold it if you need to move it quickly and easily. Up here on the very top right here is going to be a power button. So all you have to do, let me just see if I can, I'm going to move this out of the way just a little bit. I'm going to scoot that forward, and you just hit that little power button, and right there it starts to spin up, and it works. And it's very, very easy and nice to use. Now there are, when you do turn it on, there is a screen on the very top that gives you various information. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on again. It's gonna tell you the power. It's gonna tell you if your reservoir is empty. It's gonna tell you if you're in eco or in max. So there are two different modes. So I'm gonna turn that off right quick so you can figure out which way works best for you. And yeah, and then in this part right here, I believe this is where you're going to get all of your gook coming in. So this piece right here, if I probably just hold it straight for you, this is where all your gook is going to come in there. And this is going to come right out right there. And you're going to have a HEPA filter that's right in there. So this part, this little thing right there is going to be a HEPA filter. And you can take this out just like that. And you can clean this out so that you can make sure you get everything, all that gook and stuff out of there, like all your fine stuff out of there. So, and then when you want to put it back in, just make sure you have it all lined up there. And then there you go, it's right back in there. Now this part also comes out right here so that you can clean out your all of the dust and grime and everything that that your vacuum cleaner is going to pick up. So there you go. So there you go, we have it ready to go. Let me make sure this thing is back in there properly. And now you just put this right back in there, and there you go. Just that, as soon as you hear it snap, you know you're ready to start working there. So, all right, let me go ahead and test this thing out. I'm gonna take it into the other room over there, and I'm just gonna throw some gook on the ground. I don't know, I'll just put some potting soil or something on the ground, and we'll see how it does. And yeah, I might try the wet dry. Maybe I'll throw some water in there and see how the wet dry part of it works as well. And we'll just test it and see if it actually works as well as I'm hoping that it will. All right, so I went ahead and grabbed a handful of potting soil here so that I can sprinkle it all over and we can try this thing out. So let me go ahead and just sprinkle it all over here and get it all dirty. Oh man, my carpet's looking terrible right now. This is just horrible. Yeah, that's gross. All right, let's go ahead and use the vacuum cleaner and see how well it actually picks all this mess up. So let's go ahead and get up, and first thing we want to do with this is we just want to make sure that we unlock it. So all I have to do is just go like that, and then this thing is going to rotate whichever way you want it, go up and down, and then let's just go ahead and turn it on. And there we go, it's spinning up, and let's get this thing going. And yeah, look at that. That is quick and easy. It is picking everything up. I don't need to make a bunch of different passes. It is just working really, really nicely. And if I want to turn it, all I do is simply rotate the handle, and that little joint there at the bottom just rotates the vacuum and moves it in the direction that I want it to go. Super easy, super fun, super fast. Yeah, this is nice. All right, I have to say I am pretty happy about how remarkably this vacuum cleaner picked everything up. It is absolutely amazing. It picked up all the dirt up just as I would expect it to do. So now there's one last thing I want to do. I want to put a little water in that reservoir tank and see how the wet function works on this. We tried the dry. Let's see how the wet works now. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to actually take this reservoir off right here. So we're just going to go ahead and pop that right on out. And now we can see, if we look in here, there's a little lid right there. That's going to allow us to fill this up with water. So let's go ahead and actually, let's go into the restroom here, and we'll just fill this up with some water. So let's go ahead and get this going right there. And I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I don't need to fill it all the way, but we'll get that right there. There we go. We have it filled up. Let's go ahead now and put this right on back. And let's get this in here. So there we go. We'll snap that right back in. And now we're ready to do some wet dry vacuuming. All right, now let's say you did just some straight blasphemy. You wasted wine. There's a little bit of red wine in here. Let's just say you just spilled it on the floor, just all over here. It's just all spilled, and you just wasted good red wine. There's a little bit left, but you wasted all this good red wine. You need to get it up before it stains. We already have water in the reservoir. Let's go ahead and see how well it picks it all up. All right. First thing we want to do is get up. We want to unlock this thing, and just underneath the handle there is a little water spout thing. So we're going to turn this on, and then we're going to push that, so it's going to start sending water down into the brushes there. And we're going to see if we can get this up. So we're going to go ahead and start vacuuming it up. And look at that. It is coming right on up. We are basically mopping with this thing and getting this going. So we can see there, there's a little thing on top that says spray, and we are spraying away on here. So yeah, it takes a little bit more effort with the mopping thing, but it's definitely getting it all up. And if you're not someone who really likes to mop a lot, this could be something that makes mopping just a little bit more fun. So yeah, there we have it. This is it. We are getting all that red wine up so it's not staining our nice tiles there. Now, once you've finished your mopping, what you want to do is actually come here to this reservoir right here. This is where your dust and stuff is. Just pull that out right there, and your water is going to actually be in here. So we're going to go ahead and dump this out here. So we're going to take this over into the bathroom because this is where all of our gooky stuff is. So we're just going to dump this in the toilet because it looks pretty gross. So I'm going to go ahead and lift this right on up, and I'm just going to pour this right into the toilet. And there we go. We have our wine, our potting soil, all that stuff there. And if you can see, there's stuff in there, but if you want to get rid of it, just simply rinse it out. So we're going to do that. We're going to flush this toilet because that's pretty gross right there. So we'll get that out. And then we're going to come over here to the sink, and we're just simply going to go ahead and rinse that out so it's not all gross and have stuff in there. So yeah, pretty easy. Now you might want to wash your sink out a little bit because you might get some stuff in there, but that's that. Now we're ready to go ahead and put it back on the vacuum cleaner so that we can get this thing all put together again. And let's go ahead and we can just slip that right in there. And voila, we're done. Now, once you've done your vacuuming and your mopping, you're going to want to make sure that you actually clean everything. And there's a self-cleaning mode on here. So the self-cleaning mode works once you have it in the dock. What you're going to want to do is take this little reservoir off, and you're going to want to make sure that you fill it up with clean water. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with clean water, and then we're going to start the self-cleaning function. Okay, so I already made sure that I emptied out the dirty water tank, so that one's dirty, and I want to make sure that I have the clean water tank full here. So it's full with fresh, clean water. I'm going to go ahead and put the tank back in there and get that there. And now I'm going to go ahead and push the self-cleaning button. There's a little button right on the top that has a little hand on there with some stars. That is the self-cleaning button. I'm going to go ahead and push that right there, and that's going to start the self-cleaning. We can hear it even says it. And as we start cleaning, it's a little loud, but it starts to spin the brushes up there at the bottom, and it starts to clean it, and it's going to send water here. I believe it's going to send it down from the fresh water tank down through here, where it's going to clean the brush, and then it's going to push it up into the dirty water tank. And then once that's finished, you can go ahead and empty the dirty water tank. So right now it's going through the self-cleaning mode, so I'm just going to let it finish. So there's one last thing that I want to show you about this vacuum cleaner, and it's very, very cool. This is a feature for people who I imagine who are visually impaired. There is a button on there that actually speaks to you so you can understand what's going on with the vacuum cleaner. So let me go ahead and actually push the button so we can get it going. So
voice off.
You can hear that, it says voice off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the voice on.
Voice on.
There we go, we have voice on. Now, when I turn the vacuum cleaner on, we're going to get some feedback about the mode. So let me go ahead and turn it on and we'll listen to it. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And let me go ahead and change this.
Powering off.
You can hear that.
Powered off.
Powered off. So let me go ahead and turn.
Please place on the docking station.
All right, let me turn this back on for a second.
Starting. Max mode. Eco mode. Powering off. Powered off. Please place on the docking station.
Yeah. All right. And I meant to mention to you as well, this little cover comes off the front. So the brush here, if you want to clean this, you can actually take this off and clean it. And then this just snaps right back on. So yeah. Now, once you put it back on the docking station, you're going to get more feedback. So let's put it back on there and listen.
Charging. Please start self-cleaning and make sure clean water tank is full and dirty water tank is empty.
Just like that. Very, very cool. So not only is this a vacuum cleaner that vacuums, but it's also a vacuum cleaner that gives you audio feedback. So if you're someone who's visually impaired and you can't necessarily see the controls to know which mode or setting that you're on, you can actually have those voice prompts remind you or tell you, speak to you, tell you what, if you're in eco mode or if you're in max mode, and it will give you some feedback reminders to clean out the tank or fill the tank and then clean out the other tank. So yeah, very, very cool. I wasn't expecting that, and I'm very, very pleased to see that because I think as much tech as we can throw in there for people who are visually impaired, I think it's absolutely amazing. All right, everybody, there you have it. That is a look at the Easine W100 Cordless Wet Dry Vacuum by iLife. And yeah, I have to say, I'm impressed. I really like this. I mean, it's quick, it's easy, it works very, very well. It picks up, it mops, which I think is fantastic. You don't even have to worry about how am I gonna clean this thing? That's one of the worries I had when I first unboxed this, is like, how am I gonna clean this thing if I use it as a wet dry? But it has a self-cleaning mode and it just starts up. You push the button, it starts to self-clean. You can even have it with voice prompts so that you know when it starts, you know when it's done. It tells you how to do it. It tells you to empty the dirty reservoir and then fill up the clean reservoir with clean water. And then once it's done, it'll tell you that it's done and to empty the dirty reservoir again so that you don't end up with stinky water while it just sits there. So yeah, it's fantastic. It really, really is. So anyways, there you have it. I'm going to leave a link to this down in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also going to leave a link to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to this channel. And follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.